Love doing these, so let's get right into it. This discussion, as you've seen by the title and the thumbnail, is about both the quality of life device that Nintendo's bringing out and also their attempts at going into the mobile market. So let's get talking about the first of our 2 points, which is that quality of life device. So, Benny, do you have any general thoughts on this? What did you think about it? Because we've had the recent news of more specifically what it is, although it's still kind of vague.
So the first thing is that it's weird. It is very weird because,
Yeah.
well, Nintendo, I only really know them as this cool toy company. Even in terms of video games, their games are more like toys,
Yeah.
like more than really realistic kind of titles. Um, so it is weird to see them go into another market. If it works or not, that's a very high risk, but if it will work out, that could be really insanely good for the company as a whole and also for the gaming department. So I'm really looking forward to how that thing will work out, like on the current market.
Yeah, me too. I think I definitely am. And I don't think that it's a massive risk for it because I doubt they've got like thousands of people, thousands of employees, even into like 500 employees. I doubt that they've got that many working on this thing. I imagine it's a relatively small team that they've got working in a separate division as a new team. They said it themselves that it's just brand new people. So I don't think it's that much of a risk, to be honest. But it could potentially be something pretty big. And it's kind of exciting to see them make a big change because they've never really done this apart from, of course, when they went into the gaming business to start with. So it's kind of cool to see that and be part of like the generation that hopefully gets to see another big change with them.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think it will be kind of maybe a little bit hard for them to like break into this new section that they weren't really in before, kind of.
Yeah,
Like they did something in terms of gaming before, Brain Age, that kind of stuff, Wii Sport,
we
a little
fit.
yeah, Wii Fit, a little bit of that healthy stuff, but really going all in is kind of we didn't see coming from Nintendo before. But as you said, it's not really that they have a huge department on this thing. So yeah, it really will be something special. But what exactly are we talking about? Because, well, I think a lot of our viewers or listeners don't really know the news by now.
Of course, I
Yeah.
just assumed everyone did.
Oh well, yeah.
We're actually talking about a sensor that you put on your bedside table. As Nintendo have said in the past, they're not really interested in wearable technology. That's why they're not trying to go into the same kind of market as the Oculus Rift and the Sony PlayStation Morpheus. And they are more interested in this non-wearable technology. So what this does is it uses, I think, microwaves to get information from your body, the movements, your like kind of like your brain levels, and just kind of get a various like vague message and idea of what your sleep patterns like, how your health's doing, and give you tips on how to improve it and give you a way to improve this. Which is good. It's definitely quality of life. They've stuck true to that name.
Oh yeah, it sounds like the future, honestly. Like
It does.
this is how I imagined the future kind of to be. Like devices that are kind of around you, that you don't really touch, that you don't really do stuff with, that you just um, get information from you and improve your life. So it really sounds very intriguing, honestly. And I can't wait to see, well, as I said, how the market will react to that thing, because we didn't really see such a thing at all, really, for the normal consumers at least.
Yeah.
That will be really interesting. Can't wait to see how it turns out, how much it will cost. Stuff like that is really important. So yeah, really looking forward to how
I
this thing will
I
turn out.
think it has the potential to be really cool, and they're going into what is already a pretty oversaturated market with health products like this. There's so many of them around, but there's none around that do this thing, which is really futuristic, like you said. It is just out there and weird and so Nintendo, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and it is very convenient. For example, I have my Samsung Galaxy S5 here, with the heart sensor, kind of stuff in it.
Yeah.
But most of the time, I'm just too lazy to put my finger on it, wait for like 10 seconds or so, and yeah, just get
Benny,
my
Benny,
info. Yeah.
can you hear my dog?
Yeah, a little bit.
Alright, yeah. Wait
Uh,
1 second, then we'll can you just say that again?
oh
Sorry.
yeah,
Oh.
let's wait.
It's going well so far.
Oh yeah,
We've got these discussions down.
yeah, we are pro at this now.
We're good. I bet if we look back at the first discussion, it was terrible.
Yeah, it will be kind of weird to look back.
Alright, I think we should be safe.
Yeah, hopefully. What were we talking about? The kind of convenience?
They kind of going into an oversaturated market, but nothing just like this has happened. It's futuristic.
Oh yeah. All right. So okay, I kind of hope that it kind of seems like a very well thought out product because you don't really have to use it a lot. It kind of it kind of uses it by itself, kind of. It
Hmm.
is very strange. And for example, I have my Samsung Galaxy S5 here. I could use my heart rate monitor to see, well, how high my heart rate and that kind of stuff is. But
Yeah.
I'm not really doing that too often because it's really just not practical enough. It just takes a lot of time to take out your phone, do all that kind of stuff. But if the device would just give you information, that would be really amazing and a step forward in technology. So I'm really looking forward to the device, as I said.
Yeah, I certainly agree with you. It's definitely kind of manual what you have to do at the moment, and it's just good to have that kind of automated feel to it. Although it just kind of also scares me. But uh, it's all sounding really cool and really good. But on the same day that this was kind of just spoken about, they didn't make a big deal about it. They didn't make a big announcement. They just said it at, I think, their financial quarterly meeting. But in the same day, Microsoft came out and announced their tech, which is somewhat similar. It kind of focuses on the same thing, health, and then sleep patterns as well. So this is a pretty big deal to have it coming out on the same day.
Oh yeah.
But if you weren't aware of this news, guys, it's actually a wearable piece of technology this time. It's more like the standard thing that you see where it's a wristband or kind of a watchy kind of thing. So, Benny, what do you think to this? Do you think that will cause a big threat to Nintendo? Because personally, I see it being more of like a rival to Samsung and Apple than I
Yeah.
do to Nintendo.
It definitely feels that way, but I also think that it just shows how important maybe this new technology will be in the
Yeah.
future. Just imagine having like 10 devices around your house that check your health, like check what kind of food you need, all that kind of stuff. It would be just crazy, honestly, thinking about that. But yeah, it is kind of weird that they just have this information coming out the same day. It almost seemed like they want to counter Nintendo's
Yeah,
announcement.
that I got that impression.
Yeah, but not a lot of people speak about that, even though I think it should be spoken about, especially since it seems like, well, a pretty cool technology from what we've heard so far.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see how it turns out.
Mhm.
The Microsoft
Yeah.
thing.
And obviously this isn't really gaming tech per se, but do you think that with it being Nintendo, they'll try and kind of implement some of their gaming background, maybe some of their really well-known franchises into it? And if they do, then how would they do that?
So I'm thinking maybe about maybe like giving you some motivation through their Nintendo characters or some UI with
Yeah.
Nintendo kind of stuff. I can see that, honestly. But having pure games like Wii Fit or something like that,
Yeah.
really, that's a tough question. I don't think that that's gonna be it. I think they really try to sell this as a quality of life product
Yeah.
and don't make it. Hmm, well, they don't want to have it be gimmicky at all. Like some people may think that, well, we're gonna play some games on that thing because there are some Mario games and stuff on it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen, honestly. But I will say though that having some Nintendo touches on that thing could be kind of cool.
Yeah. I think it would attract Nintendo's core people to kind of core audience to buy it, and it's not as if that means that they wouldn't want or need a quality of life piece of technology anyway. Gamers can be slightly on the unhealthy side, thus is the nature of gaming, but so it would make sense, and it would just be nice to have that little bit of a Nintendo touch to it.
Oh yeah. And yeah, you could also just have the option to maybe turn on the all the Nintendo stuff,
Yeah.
and by default it's turned off. Maybe and maybe even have a connection to the Wii U. Who knows? Who knows?
Well, I think that that's a thing that they're definitely doing. They have those little that little graphic that has it kind of has the quality of life on the top, I think, and then a connection to the Wii U, the 3DS, mobile devices, and they're all kind of interlinking, which is cool. I like that they're kind of going for this kind of network of devices, which kind of revolves Nintendo around you and it suits various needs that you have.
Yeah, I think like it just makes it more comfortable to access those information that you need. For example, like a lot of people nowadays have Wii U's or a 3DS at least that. So having multiple devices that can give you information about yourself, very easy, could be
Yeah.
really cool instead of always turning on the PC and stuff.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's a really smart move. Having being connected is very important in 2014, almost 2015. So
Yeah.
I really like that they showed that they are interested in connecting all the devices.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, really cool stuff.
I definitely agree, but I think at the same time it's very important that they're trying to integrate this with iOS, Android, possibly Windows Phone, and I just think that that's important because no matter how large the 3DS and to a certain extent the Wii U install base is, it's nothing compared to smartphones.
Oh no, yeah.
It's never going to get up there because smartphones are massive and they're here to stay. So that's just that's an important thing. And the last and penultimate question in this first part of the discussion, Benny, is of course, will you be buying it?
Oh well. Hmm. For my health's sakes, I would say yes, but I probably won't get it. Um, well, I think it depends on um,
The details.
yeah, the
Yeah.
details and how much it will cost.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Of
always a
course.
big deal for me. How much am I gonna like? What does it do? We need more information. But so far, it sounds very intriguing, even though we only heard so much of it. But from what we've heard, it sounds really cool, and it could be something big. So yeah,
Yeah.
maybe it depends.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely in the same camp as you right now. Undecided. If they make sorry, if they bring out more details and it turns out to be this really cool thing that I've kind of got pictured in my head somewhat, then I will definitely be getting it. And if I want a kind of quality of life system, then this seems like a really cool one to have. And it seems really hands off and just kind of let it do its own thing and then it'll help you in life. And I don't know, that seems cool to me and it seems pretty damn awesome. So it's exciting.
Yeah.
But that's about it for this first part of the discussion, guys, because I think this has run on long enough, and we're actually going to make this a two-parter. So if you want to come back and listen to the second part of the discussion, it will be about moving to iOS, Android, maybe even Windows Phone, and kind of the integration into the mobile market, what we think that could possibly happen. So thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Please remember to go to Benny's channel, and there's a link down in the description below. Check it out, there's some awesome stuff over there. I'm sure we would both appreciate that. So thank you very much, guys. Bye.
Bye.